Hey everybody, it's Cindy Mattalucci, your host of The Pulse and Live with Cindy. Thanks for your patience. We had some technical difficulties, but we are here live, so thanks for tuning in today. You guys, it's March. It's March 5th. We are into a new month. We might be moving into the red tier, which I'm really excited about, right? It's time for us to get back to business and push our economy forward. So I'm really hopeful, and I'm hoping that everything is going to work out. So let's all say a prayer on that. Again, you guys, we love that you tune in with us to spend 30 minutes. We want to bring you the best content, inspiring stories, and everything. So thank you for all your support and for tuning in today. We do everything safely, of course, a small group of people in studio, keep everybody safe, using all the precautions necessary. But again, we want to bring you the content, and we don't want to stop delivering that to you guys on Fridays because we love it. Okay, so you guys, now we are live on YouTube, Facebook here, LinkedIn, and our website. So no matter what platform you love, you can find us and comment. And you know, if you have a story or you have something you want to get out there, let us know so we can get you on the show, because we would love to, you know, provide exposure for your business. All right, so I have to shout out to my sponsors. You know, we love to be caffeinated and full here on set. We do not like to be hangry. So I want to thank Flax for Life for the delicious treats that they give us, for our staff and for our guests. They're fabulous. I also want to shout out to Coffee Ambassador for keeping us caffeinated. They do coffee delivery right, over 50 years in San Diego. So support them. So we love you guys. And then, you guys, I have to shout out to Jennifer Grace again. You know, I've been wearing local designers. So Jennifer Grace dressed me again today. I'm loving this look. It's the Capulet dress. It's velvet. It has a slip inside that's custom made, and it's got pockets. I love my pockets. So thank you so much to Jennifer Grace Carter. Follow her on social media, and you guys can shop on her site and mention The Pulse. So I'll be rocking more of her looks, so stay tuned, because you know we like our fierce fashion here at The Pulse. Okay, so guys, you know how passionate I am about female and women's empowerment. This month is Women's History Month. So really, you guys, we need to elevate each other and help each other more than ever. I want to start out just real quick by reading one of my favorite quotes from one of my favorite ladies, Maya Angelou. Still I rise. You may shoot me with your words, you may cut me with your eyes, you may kill me with your hatefulness, but still like air, I rise. So I want you to take that into your day.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah, we rise. Yeah. And I want to get a tattoo of that actually on my wrist, so stay tuned for that. But I think it's really important, I think more than ever, to speak our truth, to support each other and elevate each other. We've worked really hard to get where we are. So let's keep the power going. So it's Women's History Month. We're going to be bringing you some powerful women, and I just can't wait to show you what we have. Okay, so that being said, we've got two female powerhouses on our show today. So my first guest is Kim Shinner, Program Director of B4BC. How are you?
I'm doing so well. So glad to be here.
I'm so excited to have you. I can't believe I didn't know about your organization and how fabulous it is.
I'm glad you do now.
So we're going to educate you guys. So you guys have been spreading the love since 1996, and you're the original youth-focused breast cancer awareness foundation.
Yes. So yeah, we were founded in 1996, and we kind of, our mission is to educate young women and men, because it affects both, about breast cancer and the importance of early detection as the best means of prevention and having a fit, healthy, active lifestyle.
I love everything that you guys do. I'm such a fan. Okay, so I have to get your story though, because this is really passionate for you, because this is like, you've got a really great connection to the organization.
Yeah, so my cousin is one of the co-founders, and she had a girlfriend, a professional snowboarder named Monica Seward, at 24, who was diagnosed with breast cancer, and she had gone to the doctor a few times, and it said, you know, that she had felt something and was kind of pushed off by her doctors. Unfortunately, that's what happens with a lot of young women. They look at their age and they think, oh, you know, it's probably something else. Unfortunately, it was breast cancer, and she ended up passing away a few months after she was finally diagnosed. And what it really did is it put this fire in her friends in the snowboarding community. My cousin Lisa Hudson, professional snowboarder, Tina Bassich and Shannon Dunn, they all kind of came together and started boarding for breast cancer and really championed for the importance of spreading the message that early detection is the best form of prevention. And it actually ended up in some way saving my life. Because of my connection with Boarding for Breast Cancer and my cousin, was always aware of doing self-exams and the importance of that. And at 29, I felt a lump and decided, hey, I'm going to go, get this looked at. Well, I have to, given my, connection with my family. And I went and I was diagnosed with breast cancer at 29. And
so young.
Yeah. And had I not been educated by Boarding for Breast Cancer at such a young age and grown up around the organization, I probably would have, possibly been brushed off by a doctor. But I sat there and advocated and said, no, I know that this happens to young women. I've seen it happen. Please, let's get this checked out. So
that's amazing. I love that. And I think it's so important about educating, right? Because we need to do that. And the fact that there are so many young people.
Oh, yes.
Which I didn't even know.
Oh, yes.
That are diagnosed.
And the importance of being diagnosed at a young age and catching it is, science, technology, Eastern and Western medicine. We know so much more about breast cancer now, and the importance of being healthy and active and how you can prevent it, and the way that it helps you survive as well. So early detection is definitely key.
It is. Okay, so I want to talk today about the Love Your Peaks initiative.
Yes.
Because this is exciting, and I know you're participating in something tomorrow.
Yes.
You're talking about. So talk to us about what this is.
So Love Your Peaks is our newest initiative that we've come up with this winter. Normally we do in-person events on the mountains, outreach events to, help and educate people. We've kind of pivoted a little bit this year in the virtual space. So we've been able to spread across, the whole U.S. with participating resorts. So particularly this weekend, we'll be up at Mountain High on March 6th, and we will have our booth there educating young women, showing them how to do self-exams, giving them, counter shower cards that they can put that kind of show them how to do an exam each month. And we will be having a pink poker run contest. So people can get up there, register for $25. They'll get a Boarding for Breast Cancer gift pack with, a beanie and a necky, and they'll do a little pink poker run, and the winner, we have some great prizes. We have great sponsors, Yeti, North Face, a bunch that support our cause.
They're here today.
Yes. The entire event is presented by Suja, and so they've come up for us in a big way. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and you guys have like North Face, and then Hannah Beeman is a snowboarder, just to name a few of your partners and ambassadors.
Oh yeah, Jamie Anderson, gold medalist. Yeah, we have a team of really rock star girls that support us. Yeah.
Well, and what I think is so exciting too is you guys have been around for 25 years, so you guys are celebrating your 25th anniversary. So congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, we're celebrating 25 years this year, and it's been really exciting looking back on where we've come from, events at Sierra Tahoe with the Beastie Boys playing, headlining to raise funds, and, where we've come now. It's really exciting.
So I'm assuming kind of what you mentioned before, you have pivoted because of with COVID.
Yeah.
So what's different now, would you say?
So what's different now is like the Love Your Peaks campaign, how it's changed from our normal traditional winter series is anyone can participate. So what we're encouraging everyone to do is go active, get outside, get active at your local resort, go ride your local mountain, go mountain bike your local mountain, go snowshoe your local, mountain, whatever you do that gets you outside and healthy, do that. And then what we're encouraging people to do is snap a photo of it and then share it, tag us at B4BC and tag at Sunmum, because they're actually the sponsor of the photo contest.
Okay.
So, and each week we're picking a winner, and you'll get a nice prize pack. So
that's amazing.
Yeah.
I love that. So you have no excuses, you guys. You can do it. It's easy.
Yeah. We're all going to get outside. We're all going to be healthy, get active, and ride this winter. So why not do it for a cause?
And I'm a snowboarder, so I'm like absolutely 100% behind this organization. I love everything that they do, and it's so fun. I was just there snowboarding at Big Bear, I think on the 14th of February, and so it's so great to be outside. So knowing that you can do this at any mountain that's participating, and it's fabulous. So do it. So I'm an advocate. Okay. So now I want to talk about your wellness retreats, because you guys were doing Chasing Sunshine.
Yes.
Talk to us a little bit about that.
So we do wellness retreats. We, in a non-COVID world, we usually do 4 a year. So we'll do 2 mountain and 2 ocean retreats. And it just so happens that our ocean retreats have primarily been held here in Encinitas. So definitely in San Diego's backyard. And those are for our survivors. So what we do is we take young survivors of breast cancer, and it's a weekend where we do healthy activities. So for example, our ocean retreats, we'll take them surfing. If it's a mountain retreat, obviously skiing or snowboarding, but also bringing in yoga and the importance of yoga and nutrition. So we'll have guest speakers come in and educate them about nutrition, educate them about, kind of the newest things in breast cancer treatment. And it's just a space where they feel really safe, and you get to see other young people, because when you're in, getting chemo and things like that, there's a lot of older women there with you, but there's not so many young. So it's a way to really allow them to like bond and connect together and share their stories. So.
And we're going to show you a video shortly, and it's very empowering. I mean, what you guys do.
Yes.
It's amazing. I think it's really important to get people together like that, to share that and feel like they're part of something.
Yes. No, it's amazing. Women, every woman that goes to a retreat, they come back and they just are beaming and talking about like what we've done for them and the successes that they had. Yeah.
Do you know when you'll have one of those again?
In person, we'll have to, we're kind of, waiting on COVID, but what we did in lieu of, being able to meet in person, we did pivot and we started doing virtual retreats.
Okay.
So we hosted our last virtual retreat, and it was like 5 hours for 2 days over the weekend.
Wow.
It was actually 3 days, sorry. It was 3 days over a 3-day spread, and had the doctors there and the women Zoomed, and it was still a really intimate setting. So we're probably going to continue with doing that and do that in conjunction, because we do miss all the smiles of everybody from seeing them in person.
We love that. And still with Zoom, you can still have that connection.
Yes.
Which I think is really great, and that's very important right now. So, okay, so how do we find out how to get involved? Because I think education is what empowers us, and I want to thank you guys, and obviously for what you're doing, because it's so important. But how do people get involved?
Okay, go to b4bc.org. We've got a ton of information there. We're always looking for people to volunteer at our events. We need people to help with like our outreach and our education. So there's tons of ways that you can help. You can create a team for Love Your Peaks and fundraise that way. So there's a lot of ways that you can do, and the information's all there on our website.
On the website. And you guys, the other thing is they have amazing products on their site. I was just perusing and I just bought the GoPro hot pink sleeve for my GoPro. It's like hot pink. It's the lanyard and the sleeve, and it was like $19.99. They have snowboard boots. They have Yeti stuff. I mean,
yeah, we're fortunate. We have a lot of amazing sponsors that give back, to us, and they like to design product, that gives back and has a purpose. So yeah,
it's amazing. Snowboard boots. I mean, I was like looking at everything. So you can go on there, you can purchase, and everything goes to a great cause. So I definitely recommend you checking it out. Well, I want to thank you for being here today.
Thank you so much.
I know, it's so great to have you guys. This is a great organization. So b4bc.org has all the information. We'll have it on our website. We're going to take a quick break. I'm going to show you this video, how powerful it is from this organization. Please get involved. And then when we come back, we're going to talk all things Clubhouse with Maria von Losch. Thank you. We'll see you in a minute.
Thanks.
The day before my 26th birthday, I was diagnosed with stage 4 metastatic breast cancer.
Hormone positive breast cancer.
Stage 3A breast cancer, HER2 positive.
When I was 36 years old, I was diagnosed with DCIS, a form of breast cancer.
With invasive ductal carcinoma.
I really hope that the ladies who come to these retreats are able to find something here for themselves that they can take home, whether it's inspiration around the food or the education around Chinese medicine, yoga, maybe meditation is their new thing, or maybe it's just a deeper connection with themselves and opening up to their experiences. My name is Megan Pischke. I am Boarding for Breast Cancer's Marketing and Wellness Manager. These mountain and ocean retreats stems from connections, whether it's with ourselves, with others, and especially a connection to the outdoors. Pushing ourselves physically to find out what our new normal can be after surgeries and drugs and years of that sometimes. These retreats wouldn't be possible without the partnerships that we formed as well as the sponsorships that we receive.
I'm really happy to say that the past little over a year that I've been on treatment, I've been able to surf and snowboard. Participating in these retreats with Boarding for Breast Cancer gives me the opportunity to continue to do that with women that are going through the same thing as I am or similar situations.
I'm trying more in my life to take on positive challenges, and everything about this retreat was loving and positive, but encouraging you to go past your fears, but in a loving way where you always felt safe. If I could think of a word about the retreat, it would be love. It was full of love.
My name is Michelle.
Carrie.
Dappy Pierce.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth.
It's Aaliyah.
My name's Rachel.
Whatever was going on in my childhood and my parents and this and that, I would get into the mountains and I was free of all of those problems.
The mountains and the people that I have met have been healing.
Hi, welcome back. I'm so excited, you guys, about this next guest that I have who's come back. She's been with us before, but this topic that we're going to talk about, we've been getting so many questions about. I've been hearing about so much about Clubhouse. So I want to welcome back Maria von Losch, who's with us today, content creator, blog, and social media coach. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm so good. It's so good to see you.
I know. It's been a minute, right?
It's been way too long. I feel like
I know. It's like, air hug.
I'm just so glad to see your face and be with you today. And I just love everything that you do anyway.
Aww,
so having you here is amazing. But for those of you that don't know, Maria is a digital content coach, branding strategist, and content creator. She owned a PR agency for 10 years, and then she decided to move into the content creating and digital media space, right? Media space, where she created her own line brand and blog called Savinista. It's now the Savvy Life Co. on Instagram, and she built over 95,000 followers. So preach.
I know.
So
girl.
Good job.
Lots of work.
We were talking about that earlier. I know it's a lot of work, but your blog became a full-time business and you continue to double in profit every year, which is amazing. So congratulations.
Thank you.
On what you do.
Thank you.
And so I am so excited because you are so good at everything. I always listen to your stories and I'm like, oh, what's she doing now? So I'm always kind of like following her and figuring out like what the new app is or what's happening. So we talking about Clubhouse, which is on everyone's lips. So we're going to dive into this and talk about everything you need to know. So, all right, everyone's inviting me, first of all. It's crazy. I'm getting invites like by a lot of people, which is exciting because it's invite only.
Yes.
But let's talk about Clubhouse.
Yeah.
What is it for people that don't know?
Let's get into it. I know. People are there's a lot of people who know, and then a lot of people are like, what the heck is Clubhouse? So it's an audio-based app. So it's only audio, but it's like live, like what we're doing here, but it's live. So basically, if you were to have a group of people sitting around here having a conversation, you would hear it on this app. So that's basically what it's like. It's like sitting at a dinner table and having a conversation with everybody at the dinner table, but everyone can participate too. So it's really cool. And what's even more amazing is that in December, it was at 600,000 active daily users, and now it's up to 10 million.
Wow.
So it increased that much by December.
Well, and that had to do with Elon Musk a little bit too, right?
A little bit, but I think just it just started spreading amongst a lot of entrepreneurs and business-based owners, and it just started spreading like wildfire. So it's not video at all. There's no video. So for the people who hate video, which I know a lot of people,
you can be in your pajamas and be listening.
That's right. It's not Zoom. It's not anything like that. It's almost like a podcast in a way, where you're a guest on a podcast. So you can be listening to it, but then you can click this little button where you wave your hand, and then the moderators of this conversation can bring you up and have you ask a question or chime in and give your input on whatever topic.
That's what I was going to ask you, because I was confused about that, because people are saying that it's a hybrid of conference calls, talkback radio, house party. They're talking about different things, but I wasn't sure about the participation aspect. So you can participate.
You can. So this was I know. So this was an interesting thing when I first got in, the information about are you on Clubhouse yet? I'm like, what is Clubhouse? And this was a few months ago. I'm like, okay, let me get on, and then it said, oh, you're on a wait list to get invited. And I'm like, okay, whatever. But then I got a bing that one of my friends just moved me off the wait list, and automatically I joined, just like that. So I said, okay, well, this is interesting. And then I just hung back and listened. It kind of guides you through the topics and interests that you're interested in first when you log in, and you do that, and then you start finding people that you would want to follow, and so your home feed is conversation, so it'll say a topic, and those are called rooms. So let me break this down first. Okay, so this might be a little confusing. Some people are probably like, what the heck? All right, so Clubhouse has clubs. So they're formed by, specific people or a specific group of people. And then underneath the clubs, you can have a room. And those are, more of topics that are kind of categorized under a clubhouse, the actual house, a club. So, but you can start a room. You don't have to be in a club. So this is the confusing thing. So it's very interesting. But I just say, get on the app and just start listening. Go into rooms that you're interested in. It could be about social media. It could be about starting your own business. It could be about, how to do whatever. And then get in there, listen. And if you ever want to participate, the moderators of one of these rooms will open it up. They'll say, okay, we're going to open up, for questions, or if anyone has any comments to the subject. And there's a little button, like I said earlier, where it's like a hand wave. And you click on that, and then they bring you up. So your little icon will go up to the top, and it's called a stage. So basically, they bring you on stage, and then you're allowed to, ask a question or give your input on the subject. So
okay, so it's different than a podcast, right? Because it's live.
Yes.
So it doesn't reside on there after it's gone, right?
Right.
Is that, because that was one thing I wanted to know.
Yes, and that's a good question. So it does not get recorded anywhere. It doesn't have a home anywhere. So when you're in a room and it's live, that's it. Unless somebody, so I have noticed some people who have podcasts will record their podcast while they're recording one of these live rooms. And so that's how they have it,
Because that was what happened with Elon Musk. He went to YouTube, right? When he did the interview with Vlad Tenov or something.
Yes.
That was it was crazy. They had it went nuts after that. So people, are they able to record it and put it on YouTube? I wonder.
I think so.
If you're hosting it?
Yeah, if you're hosting the room and it's or a club and it's your topic, yeah, you can do that. I see a lot of people doing that actually with their podcasts. So, when you're doing a podcast and you record it on YouTube, because a lot of podcasters are doing that because people want to have video as well. So they just add another app, which is Clubhouse. So they have, podcasts they have Clubhouse going, and then they have YouTube. So there's 3 things happening, just like your show here. We're live on, all the different platforms. So it's basically like that. Nobody has said anything as far as like the Clubhouse, creators haven't said, no, you can't do this yet. So I think they're just loving it.
I mean, another platform for us, right? It's like every day I'm like, there's another platform.
Well, what I like about this is that it's not video, it's live.
Right.
And if you really want to ask a question about something, or if you have some tips and you feel like you can, inject some information of your own or your expertise, it's really, really cool. And I love that it's not video based,
Right.
Because it's kind of bringing you back to like what we're doing right now, having a conversation with people and letting other people, jump in and give, their, opinion or their information. So it's really amazing. And you don't have to worry about getting all glammed up. Do I look okay? It's just audio only. So this is perfect for introverts.
Okay, so I have to ask you, because you are the fabulous content creator, how are you using this, like this platform? And can you give us tips on how does it help us as a content creator?
Yeah, so I think that this is great for any business owner, really. A service base, a product base, content creator, anybody really who has a business, who wants to showcase their business or their expertise. How I'm using it is that I'll go into rooms that are under, that have topics of social media marketing or women in business. And then what I do is I'm not afraid to raise my hand and say, hey, I've got something to say. And then I'll be brought up to stage, and then I'll share some, insight to whatever the topic is. And I've been getting invited to some rooms as well. So once you get on there and you start showing up and raising your hand and people are seeing you more, then some moderators of these rooms, they'll friend you, or follow you, I should say, and then they'll DM you through Instagram, because your Instagram can be connected.
Oh.
And then they'll ask, I would love to have you on stage as one of the moderators for our upcoming Clubhouse room. It's about this topic.
That's great.
Yes.
Okay. Well, and the other thing that they did, right, is there's a new feature where they can do tipping tickets or subscriptions to directly pay creators on the app, right? Well, so was that going to happen?
Yeah, so that's a new thing that they're toying with. I don't think it's quite implemented yet.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and then also it's not available on Android. So if anyone has an Android phone, you can't get the app yet, but they're working on it. So it's only iPhone.
Sorry,
based.
Abner has an Android.
I know. Yeah, so it's only iPhone based. And you can, like I said, you can only get invited on the app. So what I suggest is to log in, create your username, and get it all set up, and then when someone invites you, it'll automatically happen. And the more you are on the app using it, the more invites you get to give to other people. Right now I've got 9, so who wants one?
Hit her up. Okay, so the other thing I have to talk about is security, right? I want to get your feedback on security, because what I was told was that it shares the contacts in your phone when you sign up, right?
Yeah, so it's basically like how Facebook was in the very beginning, and Twitter, that you would log in and then it would pull your contacts from your phone to ask, if these people, do you want to invite them as a friend?
Okay.
So basically it's using that technology.
But you don't have to.
No, you don't at all.
Okay, because that was some questions that we had gotten. And then the other thing I was wondering about was spam, because I had people that had invited me, and then I kept getting the same message on my phone, like a text message that's like, hey, did you get my invite? I added you, here's the link. And I didn't know if that was spam.
Oh, yeah.
Or if that was something you could create when you go there, when you set up an account.
Yeah, so it's not spam. What happens is if I open my app and I go to my invites, my contacts will come up from my phone and it'll say invite on everybody's name.
Okay.
So when I invite somebody, if they don't accept the invitation, they'll be in like a holding pattern, like a pending invite.
Okay.
And I'll go back in there and hit remind. And so when you're getting that, it's just those people are sending you a reminder to...
Because I haven't joined yet.
Well, and here's the thing that people are probably bugging you, because when you actually invite somebody, Your name and username will be on the bottom of your profile. So it'll say invited by, say Maria von Losch.
Okay.
And that gives you more publicity there, obviously.
Okay, see, I love that you know all this stuff.
Yes.
That's why she's here, because she's the guru on this. I love it. So I heard that they got blocked inside China as of like February or something.
Yeah, so, well, it's a bit tricky with other countries, and especially China. China likes to block a lot of U.S. social media based apps, so I'm not surprised. We'll see what happens with that, but it's fine. I mean, we're here in the U.S. and most of our friends are here, so I mean, I don't see why that would be an issue for the most part.
Right. And so anything else you want to say about Clubhouse before we go? Anything that you want, or what do you think, like, what's the best thing about it? I mean, obviously you don't have to get dressed up and dolled up. That's pretty fabulous. But I mean, what do you think, what are you loving about it?
Well, what I'm loving about it is that, you can actually talk to these people that you would normally not talk to. So like, say if I wanted to, have a conversation with, like you said, Elon Musk or Gary Vee or, Amy Porterfield or some of the people that I follow that I look up to that are somewhat of, like my mentors or what have you in business. If they're in a room and they're talking, you can actually talk to them and have a conversation. This gives you, more access to people that you typically wouldn't have access with. Even celebrities, there's a lot of celebrities on the app, and same thing, sports athletes, all of these people who we love, they could be in a room talking, and if you're not scared and you really want to talk to them, just press that little hand wave and get up there and let people, invite you up to the stage. That way you can have a conversation with some of these people. It just really gives you access, and I think that that's why people are so obsessed with it, because they're like, oh my God, I have access to talk to these people? Wow, that's amazing.
I love that. If Oprah or Stevie Nicks is on there, I gotta get on there so I can get my interaction. Okay, so you also help people a lot, right? With content coaching, you have the Content Cure Academy. So what's the best way for people to find you?
Well, the best way is just to find me on all these social platforms. And it's just my name, Maria von Losch. So at Maria von Losch anywhere. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Clubhouse. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook. I'm all over the place. You can just Google my name and find me somewhere.
Okay, I'm going to put you on the spot before we go.
Okay.
What's your favorite platform?
Ooh, my favorite platform right now is TikTok.
TikTok? I love TikTok. I know. I do too. I love it.
Yeah, okay. I love it. And then
we got to do something on TikTok next time.
We do, for sure.
And then Clubhouse.
Yes.
Okay, well, I just want to say thank you. You have so much knowledge. I love everything that you do. You really, everything that you do, you put it behind you, right? Like, you don't just talk. You're actually doing it.
Yes,
and I
walk
know
the
that.
walk.
She's walking the walk. So I appreciate everything. Follow her if you're not. MariaVonLosch.com. Thank you for educating us on Clubhouse. Hopefully I will be joining and I'll let you know my feedback.
Okay.
Next time. But thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
You guys, we're gonna go now. Thank you so much for tuning in. Sorry that we were late, but we'll see you guys next week. We have a great show, and be safe out there. Be safe, wear your mask, wash your hands, do everything that we need to do so we can get back to a normal way of living, which hopefully will come soon.
Yes.
And we'll see you guys next time when we put our finger on the pulse of San Diego. Thanks, guys. Happy Friday.